जय जय जगन्नाथ सचिदानंदन त्रिभुवने करे जरा चरण बंदन जय जय नीलाचले शंख चक्र गदा पद्मधर नीलाचले नीलाचले शंख चक्र गदा पद्मधर नदिया नगरे दंड कमंडलुकर नदिया न के हबले पुरावे से रावण बधिला के हबले पुरे बेसे रावण बधिला के गोलकेरा वैभव लीला प्रकाश करिला गोलकेरा श्री राधार भावे बे गोरा अवतार श्री राधार भावे बे गोरा अवतार हरे कृष्णा नाम गौरा करिला प्रचार हरे कृष्णा वासुदेव घोष बोले करी जोड़ हाथ वासुदेव ओ वासुदेव घोष बोले करी जोड़ हाथ जय गौरा श्री कृष्ण श्री जगन्नाथ जय गौरा जय जय जगन्नाथ सचिदानंदन जय राधा माधव कुंज बिहारी जय गोपी जन बल्लभ जय गिरिवर धारी ओ यशोदानंदन ब्रज जनरंजन यशोदानंदन ब्रज जनरंजन यमुना तीरा वनचारी यमुना तीरा वनचारी जय राधा माधव जय कुंज बिहारी जय ओ हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे जय गौरनिताय जय गौरनिताय जय गौरनिताय जय राधा रस बिहारी राधे जय सीता राम लक्ष्मण हनुमान सीताराम लक्ष्मण हनुमान जय जय प्रभुपाद जय प्रभुपाद जय विष्णुपाद परमहंस परिव्राजकाचार्य अष्टोत्तर शत शिष्य मठ अभय चरणारविंद भक्तिवेदांत स्वामी महाराज श्रील प्रभुपाद की जय। जय विष्णुपाद परमहंस परिव्राजकाचार्य अष्टोत्तर शततम शिष्य मठ भक्ति सिद्धांत सरस्वती गोस्वामी प्रभुपाद की जय। नामाचार्य श्री हरिदास ठाकुर की जय। अनंत कोटि वैष्णविंद की जय। प्रेम से कहो जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवसादि गौर भक्त वृंद की जय। श्री श्री राधा कृष्ण श्याम कुंड राधा कुंड गिरिवर्धन की जय। मथुरा वृंदावन धाम की जय। श्री क्षेत्रपुरी धाम की जय। नवद्वीप मायापुर धाम की जय। समवेत गौर भक्त वृंद की जय। All glories to the assembled devotees. Hare Krishna. All glories to the assembled devotees. Hare Krishna. All glories to Guru and Gauranga. Hare Krishna. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Hare Krishna. So today we will read from Srimad Bhagavatam Mahapuran, 10th canto. This is chapter 14 and text 7. Right? So, response after me. Gunatmanaste pi gunan bimatum hitva vatirnasya ka isire asya काले नयैर्वा विमितः सुकल्पैर् भूपां सभके मिहिकादिभासः गुणात्मनस्तेऽपि गुणान् विमातुः हित्वा वतीर्णस्य क इसीर अस्य काले नयैर्वा विमितः सुकल्पैर् भूपां सभखे मिहिकादिभासः गुणात्मनस्तेऽपि गुणान् विमातुं हित्वा वतीर्णस्य क इस्सिरे अस्य काले नयैर्वा विमितः सुकल्पैर् भूपां सभखे मिहिकादिभासः Kindly read. गुणात्मनस्ते गुणान् विमातुं हित्वा Anyone? गुणात्मनस्ते गुणान् विमातुं हित्वा वतीर्णस्य क इसीर अस्य काले नयैर्वा विमितः सुकल्पैर् मिहिकादिभासः माताजी गुणात्मनस्तेऽपि गुणान् विमातुं हित्वा वतीर्णस्य क इसीर अस्य काले नयैर्वा विमितः सुकल्पैर् भूपां सभके मिहिकादिभासः. Word for word meaning, translation and purport by Srila Prabhupada disciples. So here, the word for word meaning. Gunatmanaha, of the possessor of all superior qualities. Te, you. Api, certainly. Gunan, the qualities. Bimatum, to count. Hitva vatirnasya, who have descended for the benefit of all living entities. Ke, who. Isire, are able. Asya, of the universe. Kalena, in due course of time. Yehi, by whom. ba or bimitaha, counted, sukalpehi, by great scientists, bhupam sabaha, the atoms of an earthly planet, khe, in the sky, mihikaha, the particles of snow, dubhasaha, the illumination of stars and planets. Translation. In time, learned philosophers or scientists might be able to count all the atoms of the earth, the particles of snow, or perhaps even the shining molecules radiating from the sun, the stars, and other luminaries. But among these learned men, who could possibly count the unlimited transcendental qualities possessed by you, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, who have descended onto the surface of the earth for the benefit of all living entities? Purport. Srila Sanatana Goswami explains that Lord Krishna is Gunatma, the soul of all superior qualities, because he gives them life. For example, one may discuss in an abstract way such qualities as generosity, intelligence, and mercy, but they come to life only when a living person exhibits them. Thus, Lord Krishna is Gunatma because he descends to the material world and re-establishes religious principles by exhibiting all godly qualities himself and inspiring them in others. A living entity who develops the transcendental qualities found in the Lord receives immeasurable benefit and eventually goes with the Lord back to his own abode, where all living beings are liberated and fully endowed with the transcendental nature. Srila Sanatana Goswami further explains that the Lord manifests a specific spiritual quality for the benefit of each living entity. Since there are innumerable living entities within the confines of the material creation, the Lord manifests infinite qualities. Thus, every conditioned soul can appreciate the Supreme Lord in a particular way. The example is given here that even if the most learned scholars could someday count the particles of earth, snow, and light, they would still fail to understand the qualities of the Lord. In this example, earth, snow, and light are progressively more subtle. Thus, it is to be understood that there is an increasingly difficulty in counting their virtually infinite particles. According to Srila Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur, great personalities like Lord Sankarsana actually have counted the number of atoms on the earth and even the molecules in the entire universe. Yet, even such a personality as Sankarsana, who has been continuously chanting the glories of the Lord since time immemorial, has not even approached a final count of those glories. So Lord Krishna exhibits his most astonishing qualities during his childhood pastimes in Vrindavan, where he steals butter from the cowherd ladies, dances with his girlfriends, and plays with his cowherd boyfriends and their most dear companion. Although appearing like ordinary human activities, such sublime pastimes embody Lord Krishna's immeasurable and innumerable beautiful transcendental qualities, which are the life and soul of the pure devotees. Om Jnana Timirandhasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshunurmritam Jena Tasmai Sri Gurave Namaha Sri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Sthapitam Jena Bhutale Swayam Rupam Kadamahyam Dadanti Swapadantikam वंदेहम श्रीगुरुः श्रीयुतपदकमलं श्रीगुरून् वैष्णवांश्च श्रीरूपं साग्रजातं सहगण रघुनाथं नितं त्वं सजीवं सद्वैतं सावधूतं परिजनसहितं कृष्णचैतन्यदेवं श्रीराधाकृष्णपादान् सहगण ललिता श्रीविशाखान्वितांश्च। हे कृष्ण करुणा सिंधु दीनबंधु जगत्पते गोपेश गोपिका कांत राधा कांत नमस्तुते। तप्त कांचन गौरांगी राधे वृंदावनेश्वरी विश्वभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये। वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्य एव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौरभक्तवृंद। हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। हरे कृष्णा। So before discussing on this verse, I would like to seek the blessings of all the devotees, that I could, speak something which I have heard from the devotees, the pure devotees. That's just I will repeat. So here in this section of Srimad Bhagavatam, we are discussing Brahma's prayer to Lord Krishna. So we have been hearing these pastimes continuously, because last chapter also how Brahma was confused, he was bewildered when he came to test Lord Krishna's. So when Mother Earth was in trouble, she approached Lord Brahma to seek help. So Lord Brahma and other demigods, they all went to Kshirodaksha Vishnu, and they approached there. And Lord Brahma, he talked with the Lord through meditation. He meditated there, and he actually talked with the Lord. He reciprocated with the Lord. He got the information that yes, in near future, the Supreme Lord Sri Krishna will descend personally in the earthly planet. So later, Lord Brahma gave a big Bhagavatam class, to all the demigods present there. And he told all those things, what will happen when Lord Krishna will descend. What is his mood and mission, what is his plan, everything. That same Brahma, later when he heard that the small child in Vrindavan, he killed so many big demons, he got the information. This is called knowledge acquired through information. Nowadays, generally people get this information from this, news articles, movies, Netflix, and other, and they think these informations are true. So he got the information, and immediately, because he was very intelligent, he was the first created being, his Atmaja, Padmaja, he immediately came and to check that whether this boy is God or not. Let me to test Krishna. So he came to test. As all of us heard this, that how later Lord Krishna, he expanded himself into so many calves and cowhead boys and all other paraphernalias, Because Brahma, he tested by stealing all those, associates of Lord Krishna. But Acharya says, Lord Brahma actually, he did not steal. He actually stole. He feel that I stole this. Like Lord Ravana, when he kidnapped Mother Sita, he also took Mother Sita, the illusory form of Mother Sita, not a real form. No one can touch the energy of the Lord. So later, Krishna also showed Brahma the 400 forms. Not only one 400 form, Narayana form, all the calves and cowhead boys, they become Narayana. And all the Brajavasis, so many members, they were offering obeisances, pranam, they were offering their prayers. And at the same time, one Brahma was there. According to Lord Brahma, God must have 4 hands. He must have Narayan form. But when he saw Lord Krishna is, exchanging the food, the breakfast with his friends, and he's eating their remnants. Generally, we offer, like Lord Krishna says, patram puspam phalam toyam ebam yo bhaktya prayachati. Tadaham upahrutam asnami priyatatmana. Lord Krishna says, if someone offers me, a leaf, little bit water, fruits, flowers, I accept, because that devotees offer it with his devotion. So Brahma, he thought that God must be. So when we meet God, Rupa Goswami explained it is in 3 ways. 3 ways. First is perfection, second is satisfaction, and third is steadiness. So Brahma, when he saw the Lord, he did not feel perfection, either he felt satisfaction or steadiness. First time he bewildered. But here perfection means, Rupa Goswami mentioned that when someone is eager to see the Lord, and he has the opportunity to see the Lord, that means he feel perfection. Mera jivan sarthak ho gaya. When Akrura came to Vrindavan and he saw the Lord, he immediately got down from his chariot and offered his obeisances. Immediately. So here, when Brahma actually, he understood that Lord Krishna is the Supreme Personality of Godhead. My mystic power is inferior in front of Lord Krishna's mystic. So that's why he immediately got down from his swan and offered his obeisances. And he was crying incessantly, continuously, and he was washing the lotus feet of Lord Krishna. When he was washing that, the lotus feet of Lord Krishna, Acharya mentioned that is, ecstasy. So Brahma, when he actually understood that and he offered his obeisance, that we can understand that is, now Brahma, he felt some perfection in his life. Then second is satisfaction. Satisfaction means after a long time when we got the opportunity to see Lord Krishna, then the devotee feels satisfaction. So Rupa Goswami mentioned this, that when Lord Krishna returned to Dwaraka, that time the Dwarakavasi, when they saw Krishna, so they said, "Oh my dear Lord, if you stay so long time in foreign countries, we could not see your smiling face. That would not be available to us. So that's why we request, don't stay so long in foreign countries. If you will stay long, if you are absent here, then we will die, we will leave our body. How can we live? So when they saw after a long time, they felt satisfaction. Sometimes, and now the lockdown is going on. So when the lockdown will finished and open, temple will open, the devotees will come. And when they will see Radha Rasbihari, after a long time, now they are saying through our Radha Rasbihari Juhu temple life, no? But when they will come and see front to front, face to face Lord Radha Rasbihari, they will feel that satisfaction. Oh, today we got the opportunity to see the Lord. Shri Shri Gaur Nitai Bhagwan ki joy. Shri Shri Radha Rasbihari ki joy. Shri Shri Sitaram Lakshman Hanuman ki joy. When Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu see the Lord in the Kart festival, Rath Yatra time, he would often utter one very sweet, verse. He says, Seita Paranadhana Painu Jahalagi Madana Dahane Churi Garu. Oh, today I got the opportunity to meet my beloved. Now I see the Lord in the chariot, so beautiful form of the Lord Jagannath. Jahalagi Madana Dahane Churi Galu. Now I am feeling that, Madana means the Kamadev. He is piercing my heart. Because Lord Chaitanya, he is in the mood of Radharani. So that is satisfaction. And third is steadiness. Steadiness means when you are constantly with Lord Krishna, like the Lord's associates, cowherd boys, they were always with Krishna. Steadiness for us when we practice the devotional services, all the 9, Sravanam, Kirtanam, Smaranam, Bandhanam, Archanam, Dasyam, Sakhyam, Atmanivedanam, these all processes we follow, then we will be always with Krishna. When we chant the holy name of Krishna, then we will always with Krishna. So when Brahma, he understood and he realized, now he has the knowledge realizations. Although Sukadeva Goswami, he narrated this in his first verse in Srimad Bhagavatam. Tene Brahma Hridi Adi Kavaye Muhyanti Yat Suryaha. The Lord imparted the knowledge to Lord Brahma within his heart. This is called revealed knowledge. Sometimes informations, realizations may not be help us, but the revealed knowledge which is mentioned in the scriptures, this is the truth, and that will help us to understand the reality. So Lord Brahma, now through his revelations, he is offering his prayers. Yes. So in his prayers, he said, because he was previously speculating, he was thinking, this is my opinion. Srila Prabhupada says, what is the value of your opinion, my opinion? Let's hear from the opinion of Shastra, the opinion of Lord Krishna, that Lord Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita, Rusibhir Bahudha Gitam, Chandavei Vividei Puthek, Brahma Sutra Padeshchaiva Hetur Madhvi Vinishchitai. So Lord Krishna, when also he speak, he never says always that, sometimes he says, Mama Mataha, this is my opinion. But most of the time he always gave the reference
So when the devotees also explain, they says also, Sanmukharita bhavadiya vartam, Brahma says, we must hear from bhavadiya vartam, from the devotees, because devotees never speak the speculative knowledge. They always give us the information from the Vedic literatures. So, here Brahma is saying to us, so when a person quit this process of speculations, no more speculations. Once Ramrup Prabhu was giving lecture, suppose someone heard Bhagavad Gita through your Zoom meeting, complete, 18 days Bhagavad Gita course, completed. And the devotees, he was explaining the Bhagavad Gita message continuously for every day, 1.5 hours. And after hearing, every day we give the chance to ask some questions. We have question and answer session. But after thoroughly hearing, understanding, if someone has the doubt whether Krishna is God or not, means he's still in illusion. He still has some speculative idea. So nowadays, all the educated philosophers, scientists, elite class people, politicians, those who are leaders of the society, they are actually following this path of speculations. Once Srila Prabhupada, I heard one lecture he was giving, because whenever I hear some lectures, I try to, memorize the things, I try my best. All the devotees do that. Srila Prabhupada mentioned that, Panthastu koti satavascara sampragamya vayu yathapi manusya munipungamana sa yat prapada abhisinne tatve govindam adi purusam tamaham bhajami. In that verse, Srila Prabhupada says, these peoples, they take off that path, the speculative path. For millions and trillions of years, if they go in that path, at the speed of mind or air, still they could not reach, still they could not understand. So that's why Brahma, he is actually teaching all of us, my dear sons, my dear followers, don't be in that path of speculations. So when Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he went to Banaras, he met Prakashananda Saraswati and his disciples there. So Prakashananda Saraswati, they are Shankarites, followers of Shankaracharya. So Shankaracharya's follower, Prakashananda Saraswati, when he heard about Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, without meeting, without hearing from Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he had his own, opinion regarding Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. He was telling to his disciples, this Lord Chaitanya, he's a sannyasi, he's from our same sampradaya, he has accepted sannyas from Keshav Bharati. But how is that in Jagannath Puri, Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya, he was totally brainwashed. He was convinced. He was changed. He left the speculative method. He is now become a devotee. Maybe this Chaitanya is a Indrajali. Indrajal means those who are practicing black art. Maybe some through magic, mystic power, he changed his mind. Sannyasi dharma, Vedanta adhyan, meditation, but he is just chanting like a sentiment in the street. So all the disciples, they were just gossiping, Gramya Katha, they were doing prajalpa. Sometimes devotees, those who are not progressed in devotional service, devotional life, they sometimes criticize others. We should not criticize. Later, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's devotees, Chandrasekhar Acharya and Tapan Mishra, when they were always hearing this, they are feeling pain in their heart. They says, Lord Chaitanya must confront with these sannyasis. He should tell them, he should speak how devotional service is greater, how devotional service is so important. So they was always telling to Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Somehow there was they arranged one meeting. In that meeting, and there was a discussion. Prakashananda Saraswati, when he saw Lord Chaitanya, the Lord Chaitanya was sitting where the devotees, people, they wash their hands and feet. He was sitting there in the unclean place, and he exhibited one opulence. He showed that millions of sun actually raised there. He saw the opulence. And all the Vaishnavas, all the sannyasis, they said, you are Narayan, why you are sitting here, please come and sit with us. And Prakashananda Saraswati personally caught hold of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's hand and took him and sit on that dais. And there was discussion. They were asking their doubts, but Lord Chaitanya said, yes, my Guru Maharaj, when he saw that I am a fool, not qualified to study the Vedanta philosophy, that's why he gave me to chant this holy name. And then he said, this is a Yuga Dharma for Kali Yuga. Then he mentioned one verse, Harer Nama eva kevalam, kalo nasteva gatiranyatha. In this way, Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu discussed the importance of holy name in Kali Yuga. So here in this verse, that gunat manaste api gunan bimatum, the qualities of the Supreme Lord, and the scientists, those intelligent people, they count the dust particles on the surface of earth, the powder of snow, the luminaries, the shining of the different stars and planets. So there is comparison. Lord Brahma is comparing that one may be eligible to count all these things, but it is not easy to count all the good qualities of the Supreme Lord. So then Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he talked that how Shankaracharya, he actually explained his own philosophy of monism. Then Mahaprabhu said, this is actually not the intention of Shankaracharya to keep people in illusion. He gave his commentary on the Vedic literature, Sharirik Bhashya, other things. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said, no, this is actually the desire of the Lord. He is just a servant. He did his service to preach the atheistic people. Later in Madhya Lila, the same thing is described, that when Tapan Mishra and other devotees went there, Sanatana Goswami, there is a further discussion about the teachings of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. In that discussion, all these devotees heard, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was not present. One of the disciples of Shankaracharya, Prakashananda Saraswati's disciple, he stood up and he spoke about how Shankaracharya actually preached the scriptures, in an indirect way. He never gave the direct meaning of the scriptures. So later, in this description, he says, so although the absolute truth is described in Upanishads and Brahma Sutra, but one must understand as they are. That Srila Prabhupada, in his books, he actually emphasized this point. One should not actually give the wrong comment on the scriptures. But the unscrupulous commentators, they always follow the Shankarites, always follow their path, and they try to comment on the scriptures. And people's, they actually do not get the real meaning of the scriptures. They were misguided by these peoples. So then he says that, there are 6 nyaya, sada nyaya, 6 principles. So, Mimamsaka, those who are the Mimamsaka philosophers, they says karma pradhan. They always say that their conclusion is that subject to our fruitive activities. And those who are Sankhya philosophers always says the cause of the cosmic manifestation is material nature. Then Nyaya, these people always says atoms is the cause of all this creation. Then there is Mayavad philosophers, they says Brahman effulgence. Patanjali, they said that when someone is self-realized, he can understand the Lord, little bit liberal. So according to Patanjali, so they have the conception of God has form. Last is Vedanta. In Vedanta Sutra, when Vyasadeva comment, he says, Brahma is Sakar Nirupan. His Sakar means it's just form. So that's why they concluded, Tate chaya darsana hoite tattva nahi jani, Mahajana jai kahe sahi satya mane. He says, by studying these 6 philosophical theories, one cannot reach the absolute truth. It is therefore our duty to follow the path of Mahajan. So the authorities, whatever they say, we should accept it. Then he quoted one verse, Tarako pratishtha srutayo vivinna, naso rishi yasya matam na bhinnam, dharmasya tattvam nihitam guhaya mahajana jena gatasya pantha. So the dry arguments are inconclusive. There is no conclusion. So a great personality whose opinion does not differ from other is not considered a great sage. So that's why sometimes these people, they gave the philosophy Jatamat Tatavat. So most of the purport, Srila Prabhupada mentioned this Jatamat Tatapat. So they says every path lead you to the destinations. But it is not right. Sometimes simply studying the Vedas, which are varied, one cannot come to the right path by which religious principles are understood. So the solid truth of religious principles is hidden in the heart of an unadulterated, self-realized person. So in this way, here, the qualities of the Supreme Lord is mentioned. That is unlimited qualities, unlimited good qualities. So our tattva is Achintya Veda Tattva. We are qualitatively one, but quantitatively not one, different. Whatever the qualities God possesses, that qualities we can imbibe, we can accept it in our life. But we cannot quantitatively actually get all those qualities. It is impossible for a human being. Sometimes these people, they say, person can become God. But that is not true. So Lord appeared, yeah, he comes to this material world. It is as a hitva avatirnasya ka isere asya. Hitva avatirnasya. For the benefits of all the living entities. What to speak of human beings? Even if they are lower creatures, they get benefits when Lord appeared. That day, Mukund Mahaprabhu was very nicely describing how Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, when he was going through the Jharkhand jungle, all the animals, they get the benefit to associate with Krishna, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, and they were chanting the holy name and dancing, forgetting their enmity. He was very nicely described. I don't want to repeat that again. So here, avatirnasya hitva, for the benefits. So in this time, he appeared in his holy name, through his holy name. And other appearances, book form. This is the Baumaya Swarup of Lord. So the books were there. But when these books were translated by His Divine Grace, S.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada, all our world, the peoples, they get the opportunity to hear about this, Bhagavad Dharma. Their life transferred. Millions and millions of people, they become devotees. This is Hita. Hit means benefit. This actually makes benefit of the people. So, one of the pastimes I want to tell today about Srila Prabhupada's, it is Swami invites the hippies. The topic is Swami invites the hippies. Srila Prabhupada's Leela. So when Srila Prabhupada first time went to San Francisco, he actually went in one aeroplane. So first time Srila Prabhupada said, when he saw from the sky, he said, all these, buildings, skyscraper buildings, they looks like small matchbox. Most of the, time it is mentioned that how when you see from the higher realm, this world is insignificant. Nothing. So when Srila Prabhupada reached San Francisco, that time, the hippies were there, Mukund Maharaj and Mukund, his wife, Janaki Mata, and Allen Ginsberg. So many hippies, they actually greeted Srila Prabhupada. So when Srila Prabhupada reached there, then the news reporter, they came. And previously, Srila Prabhupada gave one lecture. He said to that, he actually invite everybody to take up Krishna consciousness process. So that day, some reporters also they came. So reporters, they says, one reporter was asking question from one news house, Examiner and Chornosail. Examiner, they were examining Srila Prabhupada report. You were inviting everyone to Krishna consciousness. Does that include the Height Ashwari Bohemians and Beatniks? Srila Prabhupada answered, yes, everyone, including you or anybody else, be he or she what is called an acid head or hippie or something else. But once he is accepted for training, he becomes something else from what he had been before. Those days in America, the hippies, those are totally intoxicated with LSD, all the different kinds of intoxicating, and they were actually taking. So these people have their own philosophy. Till today also, this type of cult is going on in America. Recently, one cult, the guru is arrested. He is imprisoned for 120 years. There is a Nixium cult. So these people says, best people in the best world. And they says, on the name of self-help, they are doing the program, and they latter cheating the people. They are engaging the people in other like sinful activities. But Srila Prabhupada is, although he knew that these people will not take, but he is actually preaching to them. They will not also print all these things, but he is trying to preach about Krishna consciousness. So he says, then they said, one reporter, his question is, what does one have to do to become a member of your movement? Generally people ask this question to all of us when we preach. They says, then we say that we just chant Hare Krishna mantra, keep contact with us, come to our temple, become a live member. We tell to them. But Srila Prabhupada, those days he was answering, there are 4 prerequisites. I do not allow my students to keep girlfriends. I prohibit all kind of intoxications, including coffee, tea and cigarette. I prohibit meat eating, and I prohibit my students from taking part in gambling. Then reporter says, do these shall not commandments extend to the use of LSD, marijuana and other narcotics? Prabhupada, I consider LSD to be an intoxicant. I do not allow any one of my students to use that or any intoxicant. I train my students to rise early. He was explaining that how our devotees practice the Krishna consciousness. So in this way, Srila Prabhupada actually, he tried to preach the hippies. So next day in the newspaper, the article published. In that article, it is published that Swami invites the hippies, one article. And then there was a little bit caption was there, written more. They say that Swamiji, along with a photo of the temple filled with followers and some shots of Swamiji who looked very grave. So in this way, the articles published in America, San Francisco, and many people got the news that an Indian Swami, holy man, came to US. He is actually prohibiting all these things. He has this, mission. Then sometimes it is, they think that this is conservative, conservative ideology. Then Srila Prabhupada said, no, my movement is not conservative. I am open to for everybody. But Mukund Maharaj said, Srila Prabhupada, conservative in the sense, this simply means we are following Shastra. We cannot depart from the Bhagavad Gita, but conservative we are not. So in this way, Srila Prabhupada was always strict in his mission. Then later the hippies, they arranged one program, Mantra Rock Dance. In that Mantra Rock Dance, nowadays pops and there are youths, they are very interested in these programs. So Allen Ginsberg, previously he came to India, he learned Hare Krishna mantra, and all the devotees, they plan to have this Mantra Rock Dance program. And when they told to Srila Prabhupada, yes, I will attend, I will do some kirtan there. And Kirtananand Maharaj and his assistant Rana Chor, both, Kirtananand Maharaj was little bit, he was thinking, if Prabhupada would attend that, then there was so much sound, the heavy guitars and other drums they will beat, the sounds, lights. It is not appropriate for Srila Prabhupada's health. But Srila Prabhupada went there night 10 o'clock. And all the hippies, They were like mad. They were dancing, they were chanting the holy name. Allen Ginsberg, he actually led the kirtan. And later Srila Prabhupada said, this program is not good for brahmacharis. Yes? So we see in Srila Prabhupada's pastimes how Srila Prabhupada actually made these hippies too happy. And he actually once said, we will own the whole world through this culture. Through this culture. So in this cultural movement, Srila Prabhupada actually took this Ratha Yatra to all over world. So it is a worldwide program, everywhere. So Ratha Yatra is coming up. So all the devotees, those, we will all participate in Ratha Yatra. So now program is scheduled, Seva is allotted to the devotees. Specifically, we will do cooking for the devotees. So Ratha Yatra festival, Srila Prabhupada gave us. Generally, when I was in my village, every year, without fail, wherever I would be, I attend Ratha Yatra, whatever it may be. I like to, pull the Ratha. Sometimes pull, sometimes push from backside. And sometimes, I want to tell you something. So the rope we use, so that is like creeper, lata upon tree. So always we usually take some of, cut the rope, some extract from that rope, and we take to home. And all the family members, they feel auspicious when we get something, flower, some prasadam, something else from the Ratha Yatra. In a village, in our home, everybody, those who could not attend, those who did not go to attend that Ratha Yatra program, they feel that, yes, we also attend that Ratha Yatra. In that same, when Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu met Prataparudra's son, King Prataparudra, because King Prataparudra, he always appealed to the devotees, please arrange one meeting. But Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu declined. No, I will not meet. But later, Ramananda Roy and other devotees, they arranged this program, that King Prataparudra Dev's son met Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. When that meeting, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, when saw that small child, he immediately remembered Krishna. And when he tossed that boy actually exhibited all the Ashtasattvic, transformation in his body. He was crying, he was chanting the holy name, trembling, all this. So, that boy, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, they gave the cloth, turn-out cloth, something, flower garland, some paraphernalia of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu to that boy. When that boy go back to his palace and met his father Prataparudra Dev, that time when Prataparudra Dev, he saw all the paraphernalia of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, also he felt, yes, I met Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So this, Ratha Yatra is coming. So we have to be very enthusiastic. We should, now limited people, devotees, yeah, your invited members are coming. But we should participate in the Ratha Yatra and feel that mood. Yes, Srila Prabhupada gave us this Ratha Yatra. So this is, hitva avatirnasya. This is actually mercy of the Supreme Lord. He personally appeared in the form of deity form, and he would also give us a chance to pull him and participate in this festival. So I hope we would all participate in this program. And at the end, I want to summarize this, just 2 minutes. that we discussed how Lord Brahma was confused and he got this informations, but later he offered the prayers and he said, don't follow the speculative method, follow the devotional path. Also we discussed that how Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he went to Banaras, he met the Shankarites and he made them devotees. Although these peoples always give their own, try to emphasize, put their own arguments and establish monism, but Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said no, we have to follow the devotional procedure, devotional path. And that's why although at the end we also discussed how Srila Prabhupada, he made the hippies to happy. He transferred millions of people's life and make them devotees. So thank you very much. So we will end here, and if you have any question, I have just only 5 minutes, you can ask. Yeah, you can give some your comments.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Thank you for the nice class. I was just thinking in the beginning when you were talking about the revealed knowledge and then the information that you said. So I was just contemplating that in the beginning there is information, and then that information, when we try to understand that information, that is what, as far as I understand, if that's what I wanted to just check. Then that becomes realization that we try our level best to understand that knowledge. So that information gets transformed into realization. We ourselves try to understand that knowledge. And then when we understand fully that knowledge, and when we apply that, in our lives, then it becomes applied knowledge. Like we have applied physics, applied mathematics, So once there is information, and then when we realize that, when we try to understand more deeper, then it becomes applied knowledge. And then once it becomes applied knowledge, but then what actually Srimad Bhagavatam and all these Vedic scriptures, these are all revealed knowledge. So this is not only application that we have done, but we have received this knowledge from Krishna, who is actually the creator, of this whole knowledge, everything, whatever has come. So very nicely you said that this is revealed knowledge actually, quite different from all of the knowledge that we try our level best to apply or understand it.
So actually, I forget to speak that, 2-3 points. So for the numbers and figures, generally, the Shastras give us the informations. If someone academic person, those who are in academic field, they always say these are myths, mythology. They say these are wrong informations. Like in Padma Purana, the descriptions about the species, 84 million species are there. But till today, they discovered only 8.3 million. I was checking that they discovered such species. Where are the other species? The scriptures describes this. And sometimes I heard one lecture from Chaitanya Charan Prabhu. He was explaining that how the numbers and figures, sometimes these are not exact, approximately. Suppose he was giving an example like when Chitraketu Maharaj, he married millions of wives, unnumerable. It was described that गिन नहीं सकते. You can count, but the essence was, although he had many wives, but he had no issue. So actually Shastra try to explore those things which actually beyond our mental conception, beyond our reasoning power. So according to us, like information, yeah, realizations, maybe sometimes this realization information is correct. There is no wrong. But who will tell us it is, from the revealed knowledge? So that's why when we are in the devotional service in practice, that's why always the mention is there, we should practice it under the guidance of a spiritual master who knows it. That's why Srila Prabhupada, when he translated these books, when he gave the information in his books, all over the world, people, they understood that these books are not myths, these are science, based on science. So also one point so due to time, so I tried to speak, but I could not speak those. So one verse from Chaitanya Charitamrita, Srila Prabhupada gave one nice lecture on that. This is from Adi Leela, 7th chapter, 1st verse. Agatihi gatinnatvam tvam hina artha sadhakam Sri Chaitanya likhita asyam prema bhakti pradayate. So he says the agatihi gatinnatvam, that's our endeavor. Because we are hina artha sadhakam. Hina means we always take the wrong path. We always take all those means to understand the knowledge, but our desire is to just gratify the senses, sense gratification most of the time. That's why there is no gati, no progress, always agati. But Srila Prabhupada says, so most of the literatures, most of the process people follow, that actually takes to this agati. Not, there is no such progress. But Sri Chaitanya Likhitamasya, Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami wrote Chaitanya Charitamrita, and all the Vedic literatures written, which gives us the information about the absolute truth. So this actually gives us prema bhakti, pure knowledge, the love of Godhead. This will give. So the revealed knowledge, what of the always we have to check it, whether otherwise who do not understand. Sometimes I ask the seniors also. All of us we ask the seniors in our Bhagavatam class, we ask it because we try to understand it. So that's why revealed knowledge is most important. Thank you. Hare Krishna. Okay, so we'll end here. Srimad Bhagavatam ki, Jagadguru Srila Prabhupada ki, Samaveta Gaura Bhakta Vrinda ki, Hare Krishna.
His Grace Sachiputra Gaur Prabhu ki jai.
Vandeham Sri Guru Sri Juta